This WUSA 9 Weather Impact Alert is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
Good Wednesday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. We did have some nice sunshine this morning, but clouds will continue to thicken up as we head through the rest of the day, maybe even a stray flurry or two with just those frigid temperatures. Yesterday, we did make it into the low 30s in a few spots. Today, we will stay stuck in the 20s, and with that wind chill feeling more like the teens and low 20s. And then overnight tonight, skies will clear. I actually think we're in for a colder night tonight than it was last night. So this is right around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Again, a few flakes possible. They would not accumulate. They would not cause any issues, but this is right around 5, 6 o'clock. Again, a little bit of light flakage, we'll call it, is possible, especially around the metro and down through parts of southern Maryland as we head through later Wednesday night. But then as you head through the overnight hours, those temperatures start to plummet once again. Sounding like a broken record here, we have a cold weather advisory. We'll see several more of these over the next several nights. This goes into effect at 7, expires at 11 o'clock Thursday morning for wind chill values that are expected anywhere from 0 to 15 degrees below. And tomorrow is going to feel like a colder day throughout the day with more persistent wind. So waking up, actual temperatures cold enough as is, similar to what we've seen over the past several nights with single digits, low teens in a few spots, but knock off about 5 to 15 degrees. And that's what it feels like. This is 9 o'clock this evening, already feeling sub-zero in Frederick, Hagerstown, Martinsburg, and along parts of the I-81 corridor. But then by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we are sub-zero for everyone. Anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees below zero is what it's going to feel like. So we know a lot of kids have the day off of school again tomorrow, and I do think it's a good thing. Of course, because of the rough sidewalks and roadways, we are still struggling to clean, but because of these frigid temperatures, even throughout the afternoon, this is 12 o'clock, still feeling sub-zero. We really never make it above zero for those feels like temperatures through much of the day on Thursday, and then we do it all again on Friday. Believe it or not, our temperatures do keep getting colder as we head toward the end of the week and into the weekend. We'll bottom out on Saturday with a high temperature of 19 degrees before we start to technically warm up, though still frigid on Sunday in the 20s. And then back near the freezing mark by Monday of next week. So, of course, everyone's still wondering about this potential weekend storm, and I just don't think this is shaping up to be a storm for us. It is going to be a really strong storm, but likely a storm for the fish. The American model is still the model that brings it the closest to our area, but even the trend today was farther off to the south and east than what we saw yesterday. So it is still the westernmost track that we have that would still bring some accumulating snow, especially for areas off to our south and southeast. This would be minor accumulation around the DC area, and the European model even less than that, a glancing blow with most of that storm off to our south and east. So what would those scenarios look like in terms of snow? This is the American model, the GFS, and yes, it brings an inch to DC, an inch to maybe 3 across most of our southern counties. And then as you get down toward Orange and Fredericksburg, maybe several more inches. And again, this is our most aggressive solution right now. The European model still doesn't leave us totally snow-free. It does bring a dusting to a coating, maybe a half an inch for areas along and east of 95, but that is much more manageable. So neither solution brings us a mega snowstorm like I was hinting at earlier this week. If we see snow, I really do think it's going to be on the super minor side, and we'll continue to keep an eye on how that storm track evolves, because if it does shift farther to the west, that would of course mean more snow, but that just has not been the trend here over the past several model runs. And looking ahead to next week, 32 on Monday is already going to feel fantastic coming off of the frigid Arctic air we've been stuck with for days, and then the rest of next week will stay in the mid to upper 30s, so still well below average by about 10 degrees, but an improvement to what we've seen over the past several. So our weather impact alert continues through Saturday for the cold, not for the snow. We will be watching that snow threat, especially off to our south and southeast, but the cold here really is the issue over the next several days. Sunday, that storm is kind of nearby, but looks to be far enough east that we really wouldn't see any impacts on Sunday, rather just mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. And then as we head into early next week, we are thankfully looking storm-free with finally a little bit milder temperatures.